Hello, hello. Hi, Mila. Welcome back. Great practice, by the way, in the last class. Good job. Keep it up. Who else is here? Hi, Claudie. Welcome.
Hi.
So it looks like we might be having a semi-private class today. Super quiet because it's nice outside.
I know people went out.
But that's okay. You know, I really don't mind. I love it when we're in small groups. It's more intimate. I love it when we're in large groups. There's so much energy, so it doesn't matter. All right. So unless you have something specific that you want to do for practice today, hi, Philip, bonjour. Unless there's something specific you want to do, I have something planned out today that's going to entail a little bit of work for our hips, if that's okay. Welcome. Salut. Abiba, salut. Alors, pour le pratique aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce qu'on a besoin? Ça va être des blocs si vous avez. Et si vous n'êtes pas habitué à rester dans comme des squats, peut-être une chaise. Comme ça, le chaise va vous supporter pendant cette posture qu'on va garder un peu plus long que normal. So if you're not too comfortable in squats and you need a little extra support today, maybe have a chair handy so that you can use the chair to help you in your squat. And if you don't have any of those things, don't worry. You're going to try your best and work within your means. Alors, si vous n'avez pas des accessoires, t'inquiète pas trop. Essayez de faire le plus possible. Essayez de juste rester connecté avec les respirations. So on that note, on va commencer dans une position debout. So a little bit different today. We're going to start in a standing position. And don't worry about your cameras too much because we're going to come back to the floor anyway. Alors, t'inquiète pas trop de ton caméra parce qu'on va redescendre dans quelques instants. Alors, quand vous êtes debout, peut-être les pieds sont séparés, la grandeur de les hanches peut-être un petit peu large. Le deuxième et le troisième orteil pointent vers en avant. So your second and third toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. And then start to lengthen up your spine. Le coccyx pointe vers le sol, le bassin est neutre. Et on soulève le sternum vers le haut et on allonge l'en arrière de notre cou. Chin is slightly tucked because we want the back of the neck to lengthen as well. And then maybe slide the shoulders down and away from your ears a couple of times. Relâche les bras à vos côtés, les paumes en face à l'en avant. Close the eyes if you're comfortable and take a deep breath into your nose. Feel the breath rising up towards the top of your head. And then exhale, feel the drop. Like energy descending from the pelvic floor. So another deep inhale as the breath rises to your crown. Through your mouth, exhale. And allow the breath to descend towards the pelvic floor. Alors, une autre fois, une grande inspiration, on allonge. Grand soupir par la bouche, on relâche. Now breathe through your nose. Prends les respirations par le nez. Alors, bienvenue à ton pratique. Welcome to your practice. Si on ne s'est jamais pratiqué ensemble, mon nom est Keisha et je vais être ton guide et je vous souhaite une bonne pratique. So welcome to this practice. My name is Keisha and I really wish you a great one. So from here, if your eyes are closed, you can gently peel them open. Garde les mains ici sur les hanches et sépare les pieds la grandeur du tapis ou plus large, les orteils pointent vers l'extérieur. So you want your toes to be pointing outwards in the same direction of your knees. Now, with your next inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky and lengthen. On allonge. Et sur l'expiration, descends les mains devant la cœur. Start to bend your knees and start to come down into your yogi squat. And as I mentioned earlier, you can lower to any degree. Alors, tu peux descendre dans n'importe quel degré. Et si vous n'êtes pas habitué à descendre les hanches bas comme ça, vous avez quelques options. On peut toujours garder les hanches supportées sur les blocs et rester assis sur le bloc comme si vous étiez sur une petite banc. So you can always sink your hips sit low And sit your hips on your blocks as if you're sitting on a little bench. This will give you a little extra support. Ou, si vous avez une chaise, as I mentioned before, if you have a chair and you're not used to coming down that low, sit on the very edge. On reste vraiment sur le bout de votre chaise. Les coudes sont à l'intérieur de les genoux. Elbows are on the inside of your knees. And you're squeezing the knees against your elbows, the elbows against your knees to engage your hips. Comme ça, on engage les hanches. Alors, inspire et soulève la poitrine, le sternum vers le haut. Expire. Alors, pour moi, j'ai besoin de garder des blocs sous mes pieds. So for me, I need blocks under my feet because the floor just seems miles away. So I elevate my feet to make this feel more accessible. So wherever you are, just stay here and breathe. Breathe and observe what's happening. Alors, pendant que la colonne s'allonge, le bassin ouvre. Et quand le bassin ouvre, les hanches descendent plus vers le sol. So in this position, focus on your lengthening, because the more we lengthen through the spine here, the greater an opening you'll get in your pelvis. And when the pelvis opens, the hips will drop. So just focus on your breath. Inhale. Exhale. On se familiarise avec le son de les respirations. So just growing more and more familiar with the sound of your own breath. Use your breath to help you find comfort in the discomfort. And know that this too shall pass. Cinq derniers cycles de respiration. Just 5 more breaths here. Now that you're at the end of your last exhale here, plant your palms on the mat. Plante les paumes sur le tapis, if you can touch the mat. Et avec une expiration, monte les hanches sur les assions au plafond. Drop your head, push your hips up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a deep breath out. Bring your feet hip width apart. Alors, les pieds ont la grandeur de les hanches, les orteils vers l'en avant. Turn your toes forward. Bend your knees, drop your head, hang low in ragdoll. Le choix de garder les mains sur le tapis ou le choix de encadrer le tête avec les bras. But try to release all that muscular tension along your spine and allow yourself to stretch through the back of your legs. Inhale, exhale. Et si vous voulez, tu peux basculer d'un côté à l'autre. You can rock from side to side if you like, just like a pendulum, if that feels good. Ou bouge le tête. Oui. No. Maybe just shake out the head. Yes, no, yes, no. Get really, really loose to your spine. And breathe. Send your breath into the back of your legs or wherever you're feeling the sensation of stretch. One more. Prochaine expiration, relâche votre prise et descends les mains. With your hands on the mat, bring your feet wide again. Sépare les pieds, la grandeur du tapis plus large encore une fois. Take a deep breath in. Exhale back to your squat. Descends les hanches. Reprends votre squat, soit sur la chaise, sur une bloc ou avec rien sous le bassin. So you're here again with your maybe a chair underneath you, your block underneath you, or maybe nothing. Squeeze the elbows against your knees, knees against your elbows, and then lift your chest forward and up. Good. Cette fois, on va ajouter une petite torsion. So this time we're going to add a little bit of a twist. So again, just make sure that you feel stable here. So il faut que vous êtes bien stable. And you're going to lower your right hand down and out towards the side. Descends le main droite sur le tapis, sur le plancher, mais vers le côté droit. Et avec une expiration, on ouvre la poitrine vers la gauche. Le choix de allonger votre bras gauche vers le haut ou le choix de mettre votre main gauche sur votre sacrum. Wherever you are, you're sending your left shoulder back. Si vous êtes sur une chaise. So if you're using the chair, again, make sure that your feet are flat on the mat or maybe on your block. And reach for your right ankle. As you exhale, left arm to thigh or to your lower back. Inhale, lengthen the neck. Allonge le cou. And then exhale, just peel the left side of your chest open. On ouvre le côté gauche de notre poitrine. And just breathing into everything that you're feeling. Now, if you're feeling really, really open in the shoulders, hips, and chest, and you would like to bind here, feel free to wrap your right arm around the front of your right thigh and maybe clasp your fingers. Four more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Trois autres fois. À ton propre rythme. À la fin de votre dernier souffle, relâche votre prise. Slowly bring your hands in front of your heart, lift your chest up, inhale. Good, plant your hands on the mat. Exhale, lift your hips up, fold in half, drop your head. Les pieds, rapproche les pieds, la grandeur de les hanches. Et relâche ici, comme une poupée de chiffon, relâche toute la tension musculaire dans la chaîne des muscles en arrière du dos. Maybe framing your head with your arms, just to add a little more weight. Maybe even interlacing the fingers behind the nape of your neck. Take a deep breath in, or a deeper breath out. One more. Good, so from here, inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, let's rise all the way up. On va monter jusqu'au debout. Cercle les bras vers le haut, bend your knees if you need to. Stretch up to the sky. On étire vers le haut. Et expire, descend les mains devant le cœur. Descends les bras pour montagne. Back to mountain pose. Take your Take a breath here. Et par le nez, on expire. Dernière squat. This is the last squat, I promise. Quand vous êtes prête, on va séparer les pieds à la grandeur du tapis. So again, feet wide as your mat, toes out to the side. Les orteils pointent vers les côtés. Inspire, monte les bras vers le haut, on s'allonge. Exhale. Hands in front of your heart, bend your knees and sit back down low into your squat. And again, if you need to, grab whatever accessories you might need for this set. So I think I'm ready to keep my hips on my block. Take a deep breath in, lengthen up your spine, engage through your hips. Et exhale, descends le main gauche sur le tapis, plus vers le côté gauche. So left hand to the mat, more to the side. Prends une grande inspiration et expire, ouvre la poitrine vers la droite. Le choix de garder ton bras allongé vers le haut ou le choix de garder ton main droite sur votre sacrum au bas du dos. Et recule ton épaule droite. Inspire. Expire. And even if you're sitting on your chair, même si vous êtes sur votre chaise, maybe you lift your feet higher with a block underneath your feet, each foot. Grab your ankle, open your chest, and breathe. And if you want more, you want to come into that bind on this side. You're wrapping your right arm around your lower back. Alors, le bas de dos autour du bas de dos vers ton cuisse gauche. Bras gauche passe par l'intérieur de votre cuisse gauche, autour de votre cuisse. On attache, on connecte les doigts. Connect your fingers, if possible. And just keep lengthening, inhale. Keep twisting, opening, exhale. Stay with your breath. Keep the breath fluid and rhythmic. Il nous reste encore 40 secondes ici. So about 40 more seconds here. Three more breaths, 3 cycles de respiration. Et à la fin de votre dernière souffle, when you finally arrive at the end of your exhale, you can release your grip and slowly come back to the middle, hands to heart. On retourne au centre, les mains devant la poitrine. Inspire, on allonge. Exhale, plante les deux mains sur le tapis. Plant your hands on the mat. Push through your hands and feet. Exhale, monte les hanches des esprits au plafond. Hips up towards the ceiling. Good. Bring your feet together, hip width apart. On rapproche les pieds, la grandeur de les hanches. Et avec une inspiration, allonge, lengthen up. Expire, relâche, let it go. So from here, move your accessories out of the way. Enlève vos accessoires, mettre le à côté. Et prends le chien tête en bas. Take your downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the back side of your mat. And just notice how this down dog feels. It's the first one of this practice. We opened, we lubricated our hips really, really well. We worked the lower back. So now this down dog should feel pretty good. Take a couple of breaths here. À la fin de votre prochain souffle, descends les genoux, descends le ventre et monte sur les coudes sur les avant-bras. Sphinx. Come into Sphinx pose. Alors, l'en avant du bassin est ancré sur le tapis. Les coudes sont sous les épaules. So the front of your pelvis is anchored to the mat and your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Mais pour quelques-uns de nous, des fois, on a des douleurs dans le bas de dos à cause du compression dans le bas de dos. So if you're feeling compressed in your lower back, feel free to bring your feet a little wider or to move your elbows up in front of your shoulders so that there's less stress on the lower back. Et avec les ajustements, avec moins de pression dans le bas de dos, continue de soulever la poitrine vers en avant et vers le haut. La poitrine brille vers en avant. And if this is not enough for you here today, c'est pas assez pour toi aujourd'hui, allonge les bras, rise and come into seal, straighten your arms. Keep the pelvis anchored, press down through the tops of your feet, and maybe lift the kneecaps off the mat. Inspire, allonge, allonge même le cou. Expire. If your neck is starting to feel tired from holding up your heavy head, drop your head and look low. Relâche le tension dans le cou, dans les épaules et regarde au sol. Mais continue de allonger. Keep lengthening, même avec le cou, even with your neck. Allonge. Expire. Take a deep inhale, lift your head. Et sur la prochaine expiration, lentement redescends. Descends sur le ventre, sur la cage thoracique, sur la poitrine. Stack your hands, forehead on top. Exhale it out. Prends une grande inspiration et gonfle les espaces du dos. Expire, on se dégonfle. So just breathe into the back of your body. Inhale. Exhale. Two more, deux autres fois. Quand vous êtes prête, when you're ready, roll over onto your back. On va rouler sur le dos. Now that you're laying down flat on the back, After all of that back work, this should feel really, really good. Alors, avec tout le travail qu'on a fait sur le dos, ça devrait faire du bien maintenant pour reposer avec la terre qui nous supporte. So take a deep breath in. And with your next exhale, allow the earth to receive you. Voilà. On garde l'en arrière du camp, les omoplates, le sacrum sur le tapis. Et comme ça, le dos devient neutre. With this neutral spine, we don't have to work as hard to keep ourselves erect. The floor is doing that for us. And then the natural curves of the spine become more obvious. Les courbes naturelles de notre colonne devient plus apparent. So you'll notice the curve behind your neck. Il y a une courbe derrière du cou. So that space where the neck doesn't touch the mat, that's your cervical curve. And then there's another curve at the lower part of your back. So just above the pelvis, there's probably a space here where your back doesn't touch. That's your your lumbar curve. And it's normal for that part of your body to not touch the mat. Alors, remarque si tu engages. Et avec la prochaine expiration, engage tous vos engagements. So if you're still squeezing or holding on to residual tension, on your next exhale, disengage from all your engagement and let yourself grow a little softer, a little lighter. Just allow your thoughts to come and go. Allow yourself to remain anchored to the breath. Je vous invite à garder une main sur le ventre, l'autre main au-dessus du cœur. Connecte avec le mouvement de les respirations sous les mains. So one hand on belly, one hand on heart, so you can connect physically with the movement of your breath. Feel it under your hands. On your next inhale, push your hands up towards the ceiling with your breath. Et sur l'expiration, on se dégonfle. Sur l'inspiration, on gonfle, on monte les mains vers le haut. On the exhale, with your hands, kind of squeeze the air out of your lungs, sort of like a pump, empty. And another deep breath in, so you can feel that rise of the breath under your hands. Et un autre grand soupir par la bouche, on se dégonfle. Maintenant, prends le plus grand inspiration jusque maintenant, your biggest inhale for the day so far. Inhale. Et la plus grande expiration pour la journée jusque maintenant, biggest exhale for the day so far. Now take a regular breath in, hands in prayer, thumbs to third eye. Exhale. Et en silence, on exprime la gratitude. You silently express gratitude here towards whoever, towards whatever, towards yourself. Moi, je vous remercie pour votre présence. Parce que sans vous autres, ça peut pas être possible. So thank you for your presence. Thank you for sharing your practice, your energy. Et je vous souhaite une bonne reste de journée, une bonne fin de semaine. À la prochaine. Namaste. So you could stay here a little longer if that's what you need. Prends tout le temps que vous avez besoin ici. Repose-toi bien. Et seulement quand vous êtes prête à réveiller, only when you're ready to wake yourself up. Do it mindfully and slowly. Et essaye de prendre tous les sentiments positifs qu'on a cultivés ici sur le tapis avec toi pendant la reste de votre journée. Take these positive vibes with you off the mat into the rest of your day. So again, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. I'll see you next time. À la prochaine.
Bye. Thank you. No,
You're so welcome.
Hi.
thank you very much. Nice seeing you.
Oh,
A big
it's
hug.
always my pleasure, and it's always nice to see you.
Yes, thank you. The same.
Great
Big
weekend.
hug.
No,
Bye.
thank you.
Have a nice weekend, ladies. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone. Enjoy the
Bye.
weekend.
I feel like the Sphinx came from Egypt to my back. Thank you.
Oh, wow. You're so welcome. That sounds so grand. So take care, everyone. Be well. See you next time.